Unstoppable kick-ass confidence. Are you ready?
Welcome to the Raw and Unscripted show with Christoper Rausch, where we help you overcome your self-created crap without the self-help fluffy bullshit. Now please welcome our host, Christoper Rausch. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Raw and Unscripted with yours truly, Christoper Rausch, the place where I help you overcome your self-created crap without the self-help fluffy bullshit. And today we are on episode 21. And today's topic for you guys is something that I have personally used multiple times in my thought processes, in my focuses with both myself and my coaching clients. And that process is called one more or one less. Now, here's the backstory on it. Usually we get convoluted on the enormity of a goal, right? So if we set a goal that we're going to lose X amount of weight, or we're going to make this much money, or we're going to do this, usually when we sit down and we look at it, we get overwhelmed and we sit there and think, oh my God, that's going to take forever. Oh my God, where do I start? And then all of a sudden what we do is we go into short-term gratifications versus long-term results. So this case, when we take one more or one less, I really want you to think about it as baby steps. Now, it's not baby steps necessarily, but what it is it's a path for you to start progressively taking more and more action in everything that you do that you're trying to achieve with your goals. So getting out of that mindset and that headspace where you're sitting there thinking, oh my God, how am I going to do that? And is that ever going to happen? The best part is to get out of the analysis paralysis and to get right into the fact to just start taking action. Now, one caveat I want to give you guys is this. I'm only on episode number 21. But if you find that I'm repeating tips or I'm saying things over and over again, there is a specific reason for that, because I want to drill it into your fucking head. This is exactly what it takes to become kick-ass unstoppable. Now it's up to you whether or not you let it sink into your head and you actually start applying these principles and these goals that I'm giving you in order to truly achieve awesome success. These are proven strategies both by myself and my clients, and I've actually been using them on myself for the last couple of years as I rebuild myself, as I continue to make progress towards becoming more of a speaker, more of a coach, doing more group coaching programs, doing consulting, the things I love to do, the things I've been talking about, the things I got to a marginal amount of success on, and then I quit. But now I'm pushing past that attitude, that belief, and I'm making that progress. And that's why I'm doing this podcast, is I want to take you along with you and show you that I'm nothing special. None of us are different. It's all about what you choose to do up here. Now, most of you guys hopefully know that I'm doing this thing called 75 Hard. And what it is for 75 days, I'm doing 2 workouts a day. One of them has to be outside. They both have to be for 45 minutes. And that's every single day. So 45 minutes, 2 workouts. I got to drink a gallon of water. I have to read 10 pages of a personal development book. I need to take a daily progress pic. And most of all, a healthy diet that includes no sugar and no booze. So 75 days, my end date is November 15th. I'm on day 6. And actually this morning I went out and I did a pretty aggressive bike ride, and I haven't ridden my bike in probably a year, and it's just street riding. But I went out and did it, and I put my mindset to it. I didn't feel like doing it. I didn't want to do it necessarily, but here's the thing. And I think I may have said this on the last episode or something like that, but we always want the results, but we don't want the hard work. We don't want the struggle. We don't want the sacrifice. We don't want to make the investment. We don't want to get up early. We don't want to stay up late. We don't want to give up watching sports or whatever it is, or binge watching Netflix, whatever the fuck it might be. But here, listen, I got through eating breakfast and I knew I had a coaching call I needed to jump on at 11 o'clock. So I had a limited amount of time to do my outdoor workout. Now out here, it's about 100 degrees already. So I went out and I didn't think about it. And I just jumped on my bike and I started pedaling. And that's really the purpose in the mindset of this particular podcast, is that ultimately to be successful and to be unstoppable, my first tip really, first has to do with where are you going? Now we can take action, and oftentimes we take action, but we do this. We go over there, we go over there, we go back there, we go over here, because we don't have a plan. So if you haven't watched episode number 4, or listened to episode number 4, it's all about your legacy. It blows my fucking mind how many people I talk to who say, yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. And I'm like, what are you going to do? And they have this kind of, oh, I think I'm going to do this. And it's kind of like that, but they don't have it figured out. They don't have an exact vision of what it is that they want. They don't see it and believe it in their soul. They're just kind of randomly going after this without a written plan, without other things that I need for you to do in order to be successful. So the number one thing is to go have and write your eulogy. If you have not done that yet, again, episode number 4, you have to have a big plan of where you want to go in your life. Otherwise, you're just going to meander and you're just going to think, oh, I'm going to do this. And, oh, maybe I'll do this. And then you switch gears and you keep looking and struggling for things. But if you don't have that eulogy, if you don't have whatever it is that looks like that, then you're not going to find that destination. You're going to continue to wander through life. And trust me, I have talked to a lot of older people who thought they had it figured out and they didn't. And they wound up miserable and they had a bunch of regrets. You guys have heard me talk. Regrets suck. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this, because I don't want any regrets. I want to look back on my life and say, fuck, I busted my ass and I achieved my dreams and I reached my full potential. And that's really critical, guys. What is your full potential? Your full potential is way beyond what it is that you're doing right now. I've been studying mental toughness and challenges and finding out what it takes for these people to push through their pain, to get up early and make all these sacrifices and dig in for year after year after year. But then they succeed and they're successful and then they get the rewards. Now, like I said before, we often want the rewards without the work, and that's just going to wind up in a silly life full of unhealthy benefits that are going to cause you to just downward spiral. So first of all, you got to go make sure you do your eulogy. And if you need help with that, reach out to me. I'm happy to help. I know it's uncomfortable and it's awkward, but the fact is that you're going to die. And the time between now and then, I'm spending with you to make sure that you don't have any of those regrets and you have a kick-ass life and you have the right people around you. So make sure you're doing that. The next tip I have is really stupid simple, but it's really applicable right here. More actions than rewards. Again, more actions than rewards. Come home from work. Oh, I'm tired. I don't feel like working on my goals. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to watch some football. I'm going to watch, Netflix, or I'm going to go hang out with the guys at the bar and have some beers, or I'm going to do whatever it is that you might want to do that you think that you deserve for that day, which is fine. If you want a complacent, mediocre life, that is totally okay. But you have to take more actions than rewards. You have to get off your ass. You have to get up earlier. You have to stay up later. You have to use your lunch hour to do these things. I sit in traffic and I use my digital voice recorder. It's right here. My digital voice recorder. So I multitask all the time. I'm making a journal. I'm writing notes for the show. I'm writing part of my book. I'm writing a letter back to somebody. I'm constantly moving and taking action. And that's what it takes, right? Unless you're, super wealthy and you can just sit back every day and just do whatever you want to do. Me, I have a full-time job. I have a commute. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I like to sleep every once in a while, but here I am showing you step by step, including the fact that I'm doing the 75 hard. So there is no excuse. I am unstoppable. I'm sitting here showing you guys this. And if you're not on my YouTube page, I'm posting daily videos there about my workout and lessons that I'm giving you guys. So you're seeing it in real time. It's not bullshit that I'm sitting here espousing over the camera. It's stuff that I'm fucking actually doing. And here's the kicker. Andy, the guy that created the challenge, Andy Frisella, if you haven't checked him out, andyfrisella.com. He's the MFCEO project. It's the podcast on iTunes thing that's been helping me tremendously. If you know Andy, tell him that I'm coming after him in a good way. I'm doing these things because you have to challenge yourself. You have to push yourself. I want to see what I'm made of. 75 days, he says that only 1% of the people will complete it. Now, right now I'm at day 6 and yeah, I'm tired and I'm like, my legs hurt. I went from not working out hardly at all for the last 2 years. And then recently I started working out 10, 15 minutes in the morning, going for a walk in the afternoon, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. And I thought that was good. So I literally went from no working out to walking my dog to rehabilitation to working out. Now I'm working out twice a day, 45 minutes each, which is 90 minutes. So by the time I get at the end of 75 days, I will have worked out 150 times. Now, if I told you today, I want you to work out 150 times between now and November 15th for 45 minutes each, you'd be like, holy shit, Chris, what are you, fucking crazy? But here's the deal. This is the point. It's the 1% action every single day. There's 365 days in a year, right? Follow me? If you take one action every single day towards your goal, towards your legacy, every single day, that's 365 actions that you have taken to get towards your goal. Multiply that by 5 years. Just think about that for a second. I'm going to pause for a second. I just want you to think about that. If you took one action every single day, everybody can do this, one action every single day for the next 365 days, and maybe you do it for 2 to 5 years, just imagine where you would be. You're going to look back and you're going to be like, fuck, I wish I would have done that 10 years ago. But most of us won't because we're comfortable. We want the short-term gratification. I'm sick and tired of seeing these fucking commercials where it's like, take this pill and you'll get this result, or take this class and you'll be a millionaire tomorrow. It doesn't work. It does not work. You have to put in the investment and the hard work and the sweat and the energy of connecting with people and learning things and being held accountable in order to truly achieve everything that you want. Otherwise, it's just dreams and it's just shit up here. You hoping and wishing and praying it's all going to happen. But guess what? That stuff doesn't work unless you get your shit up off the couch and you work and you sweat and you go to bed every night like I do now, and I'm fucking exhausted and I sleep. But then again, the opportunity clock goes off at 2:50 in the morning and my feet hit the floor and it's time to go. I've set my intentions for the previous day. I set my intentions for the next day. So I wake up and I'm ready to go. I know what I'm going to be doing. I know what my mission is. I know what my eulogy is. I know the actions that I have to take because I prepared the night before, and I'm going there. I'm moving towards my goal right this very second. Now, it may take me another 5 years or 10 years, but guess what? If I'm fortunate enough, that time is going to go by, and that time's going to go by for you. And the sooner we act now, as healthy as we are, shit's going to change. We're sold a bill of goods. You know, we think we're going to get older and we're going to retire, but that's not even the case. So number one, you have to make sure you're looking at your eulogy. Number two, you have to take more actions than rewards. And again, within that goal, you have the 5-second rule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. That's what I did this morning. I didn't feel like going for a bike ride. I was trying to think, well, maybe I'll just walk the dog later, but that's an easy workout. I'm like, I haven't done a challenging workout in a couple of days. So I just went and grabbed my bike. I pumped up the tires. I got on it and I started fucking pedaling. And yeah, I was tired. I was like, God damn, this is going to be hard. I'm like, well, it's not going to be hard if I sit there and have the right mindset. So I just got into the flow. I took a little break. I recorded a video. It's on my YouTube page, youtube.com/Christoper Rausch or the Christoper Rausch. It's on my website anyway. So I did a video. It's a really cool video. I'm uploading it right now. It's about 10 minutes, but it's full of information and lessons and inspiration for you guys. I actually want somebody to put some music together and make it one of those inspirational videos that people share. So my point is that 5-second rule. Another part that you can do with that is just say, is this action getting me closer to or further from my stated goals? Again, is this getting me closer to or further from my stated goals? Sitting on the couch, having bonbons, watching 7 football games? No. So what do I need to do? How do I get to deserve to relax later or have a reward later? Let's take that 1%. Let's take that one action. Maybe that one action is going to inspire you and you're going to gain momentum and you're going to do 5 things. That's usually what happens to me. I'll sit there and say, okay, I'm going to get this one thing done. But once I get into it, it's like, oh, well, since I'm in the groove, and then I start doing more things and I start gaining that momentum. I start gaining that confidence. And at the point where it's like, there's a party I could go to tonight. And originally I was supposed to go to it, but now it looks like I'm going to stay here and watch Jackson. But again, going to the party is not going to move me closer to my goal, not unless I do networking and things like that. And I'm not going to really do that. So by staying here, taking care of Jackson, I get to be a father. And then after he goes to bed, I get to go back and work on my goals. So it's just all about time management and what's the most important thing to you. And then you take that action to support that. Another question you could ask yourself, and you probably heard me say this before, but will I be happy with my choice tomorrow? So if you're going to drink tonight and you normally would be doing something else, will I be happy with my choice tomorrow? And be honest. This is all about honesty and congruency and transparency and sticking to your values and your morals and your ethics, not giving yourself bullshit excuses, because guess what? No excuses, coach, right? So ditch your excuses and start taking action. You're going to see progress. I guarantee it. Now, the last tip I have for you guys is accountability. So fucking incredibly important. When you are answering to somebody every single week and you say, I'm going to do these 3 things, and then you get with that person the next week, and especially if you're paying them, if you have a coach or something like that, guess what? You have leverage, you have pain. You don't want to waste your money, so you're going to take the action. It's great. I mean, it's like people who get trainers, physical trainers. There's absolutely no reason why they really need a trainer except for the accountability. You can go online, you can find exercises, you can watch videos, you can do all sorts of stuff, but people get trainers for that one-on-one time because they know they're making the investment in themselves to grow and become stronger and achieve the goals that they want. The rest is the same for life. Career coach, life coach, diet coach, whatever it might be, makeover coach, you're going to pay somebody to get you those exponential results that you otherwise wouldn't see in probably 10 or 15 years, if that, because nobody's holding you accountable. Now, if you can't afford a coach or anything, get somebody who will hold your ass to the fire and that you can check in with. I have that. I have somebody or a couple people that I check in with regularly, and they say, Chris, did you do this? Did you do this? Why didn't you do this, Chris? You said you were going to do it. And it just holds me accountable to make sure that I don't overpromise, but also that I do the shit that I say I'm going to do. You guys could tell I'm fired up about this. I'm very passionate about this because I'm going through it myself. I am literally giving myself my own advice, and then I'm coming on here and I'm sharing it with you guys because it works. It works. Yes, I'm on day 6. What is day 20 going to be like? I'm probably gonna be a lot more fucking tired, but I'm also gonna be a lot more amped and jazzed that I'm like, okay, I'm only 55 days away. And those days are gonna go by like that. It seemed like just yesterday I had back surgery and now it's already September. I mean, come on, give me a break. So you have to do those things. But ultimately, if you don't know where you're going or what you're doing, and if you're being lazy and if you have people around you that are pulling you down and saying, oh, that's stupid. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing 2 workouts a day? I've already got that. It's like, guess what? 2 workouts a day is going to make me a lot stronger. It's going to make me a lot healthier. It's going to probably make me a lot happier. And perhaps maybe I could stop taking some of the pills I have to take. Just imagine that. So if people are dragging you down and telling you you're stupid, those are the wrong people. And you've heard me say that before. It's so fucking true. Just get around the people that are going to support you and know where you're going and know what you're doing, and you will get there. Now you have resources. You have myself. You have the Speaking to the Heart podcast network. You have all the shows there. You have podcasts. You have YouTube. You have Google. There's no excuse why you can't find out what it is that you need to do and find a plan and create a plan and stick to it and go for it and make the results that you have. And stop giving yourself excuses. Oh, I'm lactose intolerant. I'm this, I'm that. All of those banners and all those things that you describe yourself as become self-fulfilling prophecies in your brain. I could sit there and tell you all sorts of things about me that I could use as an excuse, but I don't even bring them up. I just keep going. That's all. That 1%. Every single day, compounded daily. It's like interest in a bank. You put $100 in, 10 years later, you have $101. Yeah. You get my point? All right. So I want to keep this short and concise because I got a lot of things to do and I just want to pack value in there for you. So listen to this a couple of times, write some notes down. Make sure you go back and listen to episode 4. If you haven't, I'm here for you. Send me an email, Christoper@ChristopherRausch.com, RAUSCH. Make sure you're signed up for my YouTube. I'm doing daily videos there. A lot of information, 75 of them over the next couple of months. So there's no excuse, right? Look yourself in the mirror, tell yourself you've had enough, tell yourself you're not going to accept it anymore, and get on your fucking program. All right. I love you guys. Special appreciation to all my kick-ass misfit motherfuckers out there. I love you guys. Truly, I do. If you're not subscribed to the podcast, please do. Any reviews, anything you could do to help support and promote this, I would truly, truly be appreciative of you. Send me a picture of what it is that you did. All right. I love you guys. Peace out. Until next time, stay kick ass and stay classy, San Diego.
Oh.